Hello there. Well, here it is, Wednesday. And this week we started the series on Monday on a schedule, the importance of having a schedule. Too often people are hesitant to develop a schedule because the excuse is, oh, Bill, once I've done that. I put together a schedule and, I no more get started on my schedule and somebody comes along and they disrupt it. And so I just have some idea what I want to do each day. And that's good. It's good that you start each day knowing what you want. But there are a lot of reasons. And I've come up with 8 good reasons of why you should have a schedule. And those 8 reasons are part of the acronym of the 8 letters of schedule. On Monday, I talked about the letter S, and I found that people tend to remember the points that I want to make when I tie it to an acronym that they're familiar with. So we don't think of schedule as an acronym, but it has become one for me. And if you'll recall on Monday, we talked about the importance of a schedule because it helped reduce stress. And how does it help reduce stress? Well, too many times we get our schedule going and we just let it go away because somebody interrupted us. And we think to ourselves, well, I wanted to do this, but something came up and I didn't get it done. And when you're in a proactive business where you have to go out and really have great initiative to generate the clients that you want, it takes a good schedule. And when you have a schedule, it causes you to be more likely to follow it if you take the discipline that you need to have when you have a schedule. And we talked about the importance of the letter S, and it stood for stress. That when you have a schedule and you follow that schedule, it reduces stress in your life. Because when you have something you want to do and you don't get it done, you start to build up a little stress because your beliefs that you should have done this and your actions, you didn't do it, brings on a good deal of stress. So you have a choice. And that's the beauty of a schedule. You can change it. You can change your beliefs or you can change your actions. So the first letter in the word schedule is stress. You'll have less stress if you do it. The second letter is C. And there are a lot of words that could fit the letter C. But I picked the word choice. There could be control, there could be commitment, there could be command. But I picked the word choice because when you have a schedule, you sit down and you think through, you make choices of what do I want to do from 9 to 10. It's not something that's just helter-skelter. You make a choice. And so you tend to get a routine going that helps you do the things that you want to do because you've made a choice in advance. And that's what's critical. Having that ability to know when I go into the office tomorrow, I'm going to do this from 8 to 9. I'm going to do this at this particular time. And there can be open time in there, but it's scheduled so that the choices you start to make is when you lay out your day, you choose what you want to do when, and then you have a roadmap. And as we talked before, like a roadmap, when you run into a detour, you follow the detour and then get back on track. In this case, and this bears repeating, when you have a schedule and a disruption comes in that wants to disrupt your schedule, you need to ask yourself, is this disruption more important than what I have to do right now? If the answer is yes, then address the disruption, the detour, and get back on the main route when you've completed the solving the disruption. However, if you decide the disruption isn't as important as what you're doing, then you put the disruption aside and stay on schedule. And when the time permits, when you have open time, you go back and deal with the disruption. But that's why choice helps reduce stress, because you're doing the things that you've laid out that you know in the calm, cool moment, these are things that need to be done. Sometimes when we make our choices just at random, we tend to make bad choices because we didn't think them out like we do when we lay out a schedule. So S is for stress, C is for choice, and tomorrow we'll talk about H and what it means to what we're doing. And for a little fun, kind of get in your mind what you would choose for the letter H as we go through this and see how closely we are in terms of what we think the word should be to have an effective and efficient schedule. Thank you for listening. And if you haven't, I would invite you to go to the Bill Mitchell Academies and like our page. There's if you're on our page now, consider joining the BillMitchellAcademies.com and join us. We'd like to have you involved with what we're doing there. So have a great day.